It's an excellent start.
He dropped his arms and, got a bit careless.
Nice left hand from Usyk. Back comes
The former cruiserweight champion of the world, Bellew. The reigning, defending, undefeated, undisputed cruiserweight champion of the world, Oleksandr Usyk.
Spoke to you both in the change room, you know what to expect. Let's have a good clean fight. Shake hands, best of luck to both. God bless you.
Here we go. Through his career, he had trouble with bout yourself.
And just pot shot and hopefully proficient and so busy from the Super Series. He knows this mammoth test in front of him.
Bellew grabbing centre ring and trying to double up the jab. He tried and counter at range. Let himself get backed up, gloves high. Usyk, nothing landing at all just yet. But
with his work, doesn't really look for power use. It happens if it's not working in range for Tony Bellew, he needs to then Usyk really just finding his feet. Obviously Tony Bellew coming off the back of the two David Hayes.
does he turn it?
Southpaws cause everybody problems. I don't care what you sounded, he knows where he is also. He's got bags of experience, amateur.
Bellew starting confidently.
Doesn't mean you always lose against them, but it's hard to get the sparring against these left-handed fighters.
Bobby, Dave, thoughts on the opening round?
So don't you get close there where you can't drop back and stop.
Tragically lost wife Rachel in one of the boxes here tonight. She doesn't normally, but how much confidence will that give Usyk? The fact that he basically not allowing that. But that's good stuff from
Tony's got to change it up now. He's been probably told. Oh, a good right hand there from Tony Bellew. Usyk in. He's trying to draw him in so he can land a big counter punch. And here he comes. And then he just, nonchalantly shakes his hands on his head.
Well, Potts. Good shot from Bellew there.
And start to land some shots. So Bellew will be waiting with that right hand. Usyk straight away on his back foot.
These right hands. Bellew switching to southpaw. One of the first times I've ever seen that for his long career. He was telling us the other week he fancies Bellew strongly. Alan Booth thinks he's got it.
Tony Bellew early on.
It's an excellent start, and he wants Usyk to engage.
He certainly have felt that power. If it's not bothered him, he will keep coming forward. Let's come into this. And look at the performance we're getting. Usyk now is having to force this.
And he's avoiding. Oleksandr Usyk takes centre ring and comes out fast for right hand from Bellew, just overreaching it.
This is all part of a performance.
Bellew says Usyk has never been tested.
Well, Tony Bellew knew that he landed that right hand then.
Marco Hook, Maris Bradis, Murat Gassiev. Stop Hook.
And moving circles, not in straight lines. He's good at it, so...
He's trying to confuse Usyk. Not let him get set. But when they get it close.
Good round and counter there from Tony Bellew. Nobody expected this. The results of fights and say, he would probably beat him. But Tom, it becomes Tony Bellew's fight. But Usyk doing the right things here, backing up Bellew.
Usyk unbeaten, but he's walking into his right hands.
Good rocks and move very proficiently and, with expertise. So
this is meant to be the showcase fight. Bellew talking about that in the build-up, that Usyk's been hurt to the body.
Underestimate Tony Bellew's boxing ability. If he doesn't want to drop his arms and, got a bit careless.
Nice left hand from Usyk, back comes Bellew.
And try and get something going while Tony Bellew's able to sit back and land.
And he's got a grip down on his gun shield there. Oleksandr Usyk.
In Manchester against Tony Bellew, who's got the backing of the crowd. This is unknown territory. Another great round for Tony Bellew.
Once again, this is what I wasn't expecting. I wasn't expecting Tony Bellew to make Usyk feel the pressure. He's got to create something.
Has plenty of time to get into his work. He is best mate Vasyl Lomachenko, what Oleksandr Usyk. It's a confident start this from Bellew.
Really confident. He's setting traps. Only looking for power to the body and landing.
Also with the right shoulders, he wants to move up to heavyweight. He wants to,
And then as Usyk backs him up.
maybe for the last time, Tony Bellew. Oleksandr Usyk trying to cement a machine, so many calling him Usyk.
On the receiving end, the Bellew's power in that round. He had moments of success, but the odd chance. But Usyk, I don't think will fall into.
Minute to go in the fourth. Nice right hand as well. Writes poetry, loves solving puzzles.
It's right, a bit of a standoff, but
oh, big left hand. Bellew takes it.
well, if Bellew switches off against somebody like Usyk,
and it's the first time ever that all four belts need to warm up Usyk. It's the tricks of the 12-round distance. A really good opportunity here as he tries to work.
he can kind of take his time for a couple of rounds. I mean, he just caught the end of that one there, but
Joshua, that's the dream for the tight team from the Ukraine.
Bellew was in range of that right hand, and that's what he's looking for. That right hand right there.
Big shot from Tony Bellew. Many in Britain want Tony Bellew to, but he says he's going to land his big punches. Most people felt it would be the other way around.
Usyk unsure, he's not confident in committing with anything. And there's Tony Bellew on it.
Because Dave Cornwall's got the tactics right against David Hare a couple of times.
I gave Tony the first 3 rounds, guys, and I haven't given him a round since. I gave Usyk round 4.
He swung the right hook and countered and landed on Usyk as he was punching.
And this is better from the Ukrainian, and he's trying to set up the big left hand.
A bit tired as Usyk backs him up here.
Comes back with a come. Still the right hand from Bellew. Haven't seen much of the left.
As we know, it's an old cliche, but they really do make fights.
And starting to really get his boxing into it. Shown a great chin at cruiserweight.
Well, really hotly up now. I mean, Tony Bellew landing big shots.
Look, ring of Usyk now. Bellew backed into a corner for a lovely, quick countering left. The class is beginning to show. Not let him get settled. Nice work from Bellew as he moves around him. Let's get over to Derek Chisora. Totally agree with you, Paulie. I thought that was Usyk's best round. I think he really found his range. Bellew did have success, but Usyk growing in confidence as well. The ultimate challenge in what he promises. Cruiserweight belts on the line, the white and yellow of Oleksandr Usyk.
The last round, and he started to throw it differently.
I've got to be honest, I'm looking concerned for Tony Bellew here on his back foot.
He believed that he would counter-punch, that he would try and outbox
From Tony Bellew, and that's the danger for Usyk if he sits there, but he smiles as that lands. Usyk starting to wear down Tony Bellew now. We can see that the effects.
Usyk floored in the amateurs with punches up.
It's a massive ask, and I think David Hayes got something to say here.
Yeah, and it's the body language, and it's the physical manoeuvring around the ring of
Now so that slows the punches down.
But doesn't Bellew want it in a foot?
Looking for the right hand, he's able to jab again, but he is getting...
Lost some of the rounds, though, recently, the British fighter. Usyk, he's certainly doing far more. Oleksandr Usyk, very tight on line.
Playing possum, but I doubt it against somebody of Usyk's quality, because that would be dangerous.
You get clipped to the chin and your body becomes weaker and they start having more effect.
And he's teased us all week, hasn't he? Not telling us his tactics, saying I'll just go and knock him out. Oleksandr Usyk wants to finish his cruiserweight. Usyk trying to dig the punches in. Left hand gets through. And the left hand working a treat for Oleksandr Usyk.
The way this is going, if this carries on, you expect it to start to turn towards Usyk, because Tony Bellew's tactics are good. He looks like he's breathing about and doesn't have much of an effect, and starts to feel the pace as it goes on. Then it's bad news. Round 2, 3 and 4 to Tony Bellew, without any question, really.
I scored it exactly the same.
He can put you off and you know, take that confidence away. At the same time, Tony Bellew looks like he's starting to tire and slow down, and he's looking for power shots with combinations off that jab. Tony Bellew does not want to sit there. We'll see. I mean, it is very close. I've got Bellew ahead because round 2, 3 and 4 was good, but good right hand view.
Even if he is losing these rounds.
Backing off with blood coming out of his mouth.
11 knockouts on the slate for Usyk in those 15 wins.
Heating up as his fight goes on. Good right hand from Bellew.
Usyk, it's been anything but. Tony Bellew has not Usyk, who we saw give Vladimir Klitschko loads of trouble in sparring a few years ago.
At the end of that round, his corner master said, let's start working.
Bellew using a lot of energy, he's thinking a lot and he's loading up with big power shots. Usyk, I feel, can keep doing this.
Bellew ran at heavyweight as we saw against David, and now he's going for it. Tries to turn it into a dogfight, but he lost the round.
Yeah, I'll give that round to Usyk.
Again, it's his left hand Usyk throws. He has been throwing it mainly straight. Now he's starting to throw it from the side. As we see in this replay here, it's coming in an arcing way, and it's changing the trajectory of the shot. Adjustment Usyk has made. The mental pressure on coming off the ring has been very, very consistent.
David Hay here, Evander Holyfield's many picks for the best that's ever lived. Carl has Bellew 3 up.
Getting a bit unsteady on the legs, Tony Bellew, looking like he's wearing down.
Definitely stepped it up dramatically. Both can punch. He's got to take care of Tony Bellew, but it's looking brighter for the Ukrainian. Yeah, he's backing Bellew up again into the neutral corner. There's that left hand.
These jabs and left crosses now, like that one, to send the blood splattering.
Yeah, big left hands from Oleksandr Usyk, in trouble for Bellew. Here
And you can see Tony Bellew wearing down, still looking for that right hand, still, he's really closing this gap with real, minimum effort.
Lights out for Tony Bellew. Dave Colwell straight in the ring. I think he's going to stop it. And Oleksandr Usyk finds the answer and cements his place as the world cruiserweight king.
The end of 2 minutes of round number 8. The winner by knockout victory, still undefeated and still the undisputed cruiserweight champion of the world from Ukraine, Oleksandr Usyk.